Alright guys, this is my focus group, and today I'm here with
Michael,
Tawanda,
Gavin,
Luke.
And how old are you, Luke?
17.
Gavin?
I'm 17.
Soon to be 17 on February.
Oh, 16.
But how old are you?
You're 16. I'm 16.
17.
17. Alright, and they're just going to watch the trailer of Flight Plan, and then I'm going to ask them some questions after.
Mommy, did you make that plane?
Yeah, it's brand new. It's got 2 stories. There's 7 galleys. It's crew quarters. It's the biggest.
That's a nice plane.
All right, 26. Yeah, there we go. When you wake up, we'll be in New York.
Daddy too?
Yeah. Daddy too.
It's kind of obvious what's going to happen.
But 37.
See a little girl by here, huh? I'm looking for my daughter. She's 6, my daughter. I was carrying her. She has sandy hair. She's probably carrying a chenille bear. I can't find my daughter.
Does anybody remember seeing the girl?
No, sir. What aren't you telling me? What aren't you telling me? I'm sorry, but I don't think that she's here. What? Ma'am, we don't have any record of your daughter ever having been on board. I put her in the seat next to me, 26A. 26A is unoccupied. Her backpack's missing. Somebody has her. Captain, I have to speak to you!
Get every passenger seated. Open every closet, every bin.
She's disturbed.
She's making the passengers anxious.
You've got to search the holds now!
Every one of my flight attendants are looking for a child that none of them believe was ever on board.
Who's she talking to?
We're not going to discuss this in the middle of the cabin.
Where's my daughter? Where is she? Where is she?
According to the director at the morgue, the daughter died 6 days ago.
What?
Air Marshal is going to escort you back to your seat.
You know she's alive. You know she's on this plane.
Why didn't anybody see her?
I don't know. My daughter is alive.
Where is she?
You're going to be arrested when we land.
Okay, so we've just finished watching the Flight Plan trailer, and I'm just going to ask you some questions. So first of all, what did you think, I'll start with you, Luke, what did you think overall of the trailer just itself?
The film looks pretty good actually. Definitely a film I would watch. A thriller it seems, and definitely the one that is going to keep you on the edge of your seat. It seems like it builds up a lot of suspension and keeps a sense of mystery going on throughout the whole film. And I think that's something films definitely want to do, and something that's going to keep the audience on the edge of their seat.
Okay, and Gavin?
Yeah, I think watching that trailer made me really interested, and
So would you watch that?
I'll definitely watch that. It just kept me intrigued, and I watched every little scene, and then just as it kept going, it made me want to watch it more.
Okay.
So yeah, it's really
Michael?
Yeah, it's very interesting. It makes me want to watch it, and it's kind of funny, but like scary at the same time.
Funny?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. And Tawanda?
That was probably one of the best trailers I've watched, because I really want to watch that film. Like, the way it told you the story without really telling you, if you know what I mean. So yeah, it was quite interesting.
Okay. And so before I go any further, is do you enjoy thriller films in general?
Yeah,
Definitely.
definitely. I think the fact that a lot of thriller films have that sense of mystery, and the fact that a lot of people, want to find out what it is that they're trying to conceal, is definitely what makes me enjoy thriller films, and I think millions of people around the globe.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree. Watching, thriller films normally keep you intrigued and make you want to carry on watching it, and like Luke said, it's really interesting, and you just feel like the thriller films just like keep you intrigued. They mostly like just want to, their aim is to make you keep watching and find out more about mystery, and that's what it did to me.
And both of you, do you like thriller films?
Yeah, definitely, because like thriller films are quite enticing, the way they leave mystery and stuff like that. So yeah.
Like,
Yeah, if it keeps you involved throughout the film, and like unlike other films, it just doesn't drag on. It's
it's
just
got
like,
quite a mixture of like other films as well.
yeah,
yeah.
I enjoyed the
Okay.
trailer.
And so as you know, I'm making a thriller opening, and I know I just showed you a trailer, but I think showing a trailer is better because it shows all the conventions of a thriller film in it. And so, what do you think? Kind of what conventions did that trailer show that is typical of the genre?
Well, it showed intensity. Surely it was just like it kept. As soon as she lost her, she didn't know where her daughter was. It was just intense. The music was just bang bang.
It started off slowly, which a lot of thrillers
Built up
like
to
to
it,
do.
yeah.
And it seems as if, you know, if I was watching the whole film, it would build up, you know, the amount of suspense. And
So the things used in that trailer, do you think that's what makes usually good thriller
I
films?
think,
definitely.
I think that trailer was pretty much a perfect, from what I saw
Okay.
in the short. I can't really say much on the 2-minute 25-second
Yeah.
clip, but definitely seems, you know, what trailer.
In terms of the conventions of thriller, like the trailer displayed it clearly because one of the main aspects of a thriller is that you don't know who the antagonist is, and that's what that thriller did because we don't know what happened
Yeah.
to the actual daughter of the protagonist, and it makes us want to find out. So yeah, and
Okay.
how it carried out. So yeah.
And Michael?
Yeah, I think the increased tempo of the music really affected it and like made it even more tense than it actually was.
Okay. So do you think, going on the lines of soundtrack and kind of like music playing in the background, do you think that plays quite an important part?
Yeah.
Definitely.
From what I saw, that trailer didn't really have any.
It had like a low kind of score background. Okay, so we rewatched the trailer, and
Luke was right.
Luke did say it was a score, as did I. Tawanda thought it was more of a soundtrack. I mean, it's
So
good
did
to
Gavin.
have.
Gavin also
It's good to
thought
have a bit of clash of
I agree.
So
opinions.
did Michael.
But it was more of a score, which do you okay? So do you think kind of low tone, mysterious scores play an important part in kind of making a thriller quite, you know, mysterious? And do you think they're important or not? Considering I'm only making an opening.
It definitely adds to the mystery, and in terms of openings,
Yeah, because you can't really imagine it.
yeah,
Silence,
because
If it's
It's meant to
silence,
draw the audience
Yeah.
in, so the opening I think definitely should. So,
but then sometimes silence can be a bit eerie and.
That's what we.
it can bring
yeah.
you in.
yeah,
that
like,
can do
in
good.
terms of like an opening silence with like really exaggerated like breathing and like
That's actually what we were going to do. We were going to have a no dialogue opening, and basically what that will do is, we think would create a lot of tension and kind of have a few things kind of dropping on the floor, bangs on the door, and we just think that like. What feedback on that? Do you think that would be successful? Obviously.
Definitely. One of my favorite thriller openings is Drive, and
Okay.
the protagonist isn't speaking throughout it. It's just
I've seen that
soundtrack.
actually. Ryan Gosling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not speaking throughout it. He's just driving. So yeah.
Okay. Okay, and so what are your favourite thriller films, starting with Luke? Just the name and
I
quick
think
synopsis.
The Revenant.
Okay.
I think definitely the gore, the subgenre of gore, you know, and violence, definitely kept me hooked throughout the whole film. Definitely made me thrilled.
Okay, Gavin?
Yeah, same, definitely The Revenant. I watched that recently,
Okay.
and I found it really interesting. The build-up was a bit slow, but it kept building on, and the intensity just grew, and for me that was a really good film.
Okay, Tawanda?
I would have to say, I mean, The Revenant is my favourite right now, but that's because it's just come out recently, so it's fresh in my mind.
Okay.
But as of now, I can't really remember any particular ones that I like. Oh, Inception, yes.
Inception, okay.
Inception. That's my favourite
And really
psychological
quickly,
thriller.
I've just got two more questions. What do you think a age certificate, like a usual age certificate of a thriller is? What do you think it should be?
12,
15.
15.
So, Luke, 15, Gavin?
15/12.
15.
15. Okay, and what do you use? So when you're watching a thriller and you're looking at the opening, what do you usually expect to see? What, like, if you were to watch a thriller, if you were to go to cinema tonight and watch a thriller, what could you almost predict you would see?
The main character, the introduction of the main character, as it is with every film, and just the film lets us get to know the character and lets us kind of know, gives us a hint of what's going to happen in the film, but doesn't give away too much.
Gavin?
Yeah, same. I think we have to. You would want to know the characters and how they develop throughout the film. So definitely the characters, maybe a few props to know like how they are associated with the character, and then that will help us understand more about the character.
Okay, Twanda?
Recently I've been watching a lot of thriller films, and I think it's really cliche for thrillers to start with like really dramatic starts. So
you would prefer slow paced?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they usually start with a fight or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I prefer something slow paced so it can like build up into something like with increased tempo and with the music in the background.
Okay. And just quickly going back to the trailer that we watched, did you all notice that the colours, it was quite dark, quite shadowy, low-key lighting. There was a lot of blue used throughout the trailer as well. What did you think of that?
Well, I think they use the colours associated with acts of violence and acts of mystery and stuff like that.
So you think low-key lighting, just to anyone, so you think low-key lighting would play a key part in a thriller opening?
Definitely, because thrillers are really dramatic, so like low-key lighting really they're telling you to wrap it up. But yeah, low-key lighting is like really good for contrast, and with low-key lighting, right, it's possible that you add more depth to like the actual shots itself, more detail, more contrast, and shadows as well. That's quite important.
Okay.
Shadows add sense of mystery. You don't know what's gonna go and stuff.
Okay. Okay. Big thanks to Gavin, Luke, Tawanda, and Michael for taking part in this focus interview. And I'll be back soon with more videos.